Bring back shame.
She said, bring back shame. Y'all heard it right here. We want y'all to be responsible.
I do, including myself. I can tell right now they're going to think I'm a joke.
This is just so entertaining.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time. I'm like really fanning out right now. This is the only person that has ever made me nervous in this building. We're back with the beautiful singer, the songwriter, the humanitarian, the wife, the mother, the actress. Like, I'm fanning out. Miss Kelly Rowland.
Oh, Summer. You serious right now?
I'm dead ass. What do you mean? You that girl.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto. You that girl.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's an honor.
I first want to start off with, you are a wife.
Mm-hmm.
11 years married?
10.
10.
We just made it to 10. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen. So how has that been? That's beautiful. That's a long time.
It is a long time. We've been married for 10 years and together for 16.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like
It is
a high
crazy.
school thing?
No, not at all. I mean, we got together when I was, 26, 27 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he is the greatest man I've ever known.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. And you guys have 2 kids?
2 babies, 2 boys. I have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old.
How's motherhood?
It's awesome. It really is awesome. I think that the more I'm home when it is time to go, and I'm sure you can attest to this, it's really hard to be away.
Mom guilt.
Mom guilt is
Mhm.
very real. Very, very real.
It's the realest thing I struggle with every day and every night. And then sometimes I just be like, okay, well, let me just fly one out. And then it's like, well, bitch, you can't separate the twins. And then it's like, well, that's showing favoritism. How you just gonna bring the twins and not bring? Then it's the whole,
It is.
yeah.
It is a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
What kind of mom would you say you were? Like, are you like a gentle parent? Are you a mixture of like old school with new parent? Like, what kind of mom are you?
I think old school with new parent. I'm trying to learn these more gentle tactics
Tactics. Yes.
and merge them in with that good old school cussing out because
Yes.
yeah, I will say, nobody's parents are perfect.
Right.
And we're not perfect.
Right.
But I feel like my parents did a really good job of making sure I have good manners.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I want to really instill in them, especially like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes people try to act like it's a South thing
It's not.
for yes ma'am and no ma'am
Yeah.
and all of that, but it's giving all of that.
I agree.
We need all of that. Y'all not finna embarrass me.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're from...
Atlanta. Born in
I
Atlanta.
thought you were from Texas.
I was raised in Texas.
Raised in Texas.
Born in Atlanta.
Oh, well, hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Crawford Long, baby. All day.
Crawford Long.
Crawford Long.
And what part of the city did you grow up in?
I grew up in several parts of the city. My aunt's house was like by Decatur.
Really?
So, and I think I grew up mostly over there, and then moved over to College Park. And then my mom's job moved her to the north side. So
Bounced around.
yeah, I bounced around.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was a good old Atlanta sister. What's your favorite part or favorite thing about Atlanta?
The Southern hospitality and the food.
The food. See, that's what I'm saying. That's my favorite. Honestly, mine is, don't judge me, the food in the strip clubs. But
The chicken wings.
yeah, like people be like, Atlanta food ain't hitting on that. What are you talking about? It's the
What are you
best
talking
Southern
about?
food you're
Yeah.
going to get.
Yes. Busy Bee is definitely one of my favorite
That's what
spots.
everybody says.
Heck yeah.
Shout out to Busy Bee.
Yeah.
Have you been to Toast?
No, but I'll go back when I go back.
It's always jumping. It's this new place. It's not that new, but it's new. And to me, they give you Busy Bees, but it's like upscale because you can sit down.
Ooh, okay.
You know, Busy Bees kicked us out after COVID. They don't let you walk in the building no more.
They don't?
Yeah, they make you stand out in the parking lot.
Oh, I
And
just order mine when I go.
They pass the food through the damn window like, here. I'd be like, okay.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Not surprised. Sometimes food is good with a toot.
No, I require a toot. I require a toot,
Just a little bit.
especially for Caribbean food.
Yes.
If you greet me when I walk the door, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't act like I'm bothering you to give you my money, I'm leaving. If you have change, you know how they'll keep your change?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
they are so rude, and that's how I know it's good. What would you say being a mother has taught you?
A lot about myself. Boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give somebody an opportunity to screw up. I'm just like, if I see anything, you know what I mean? I'm just more, I think, aware of the signs before something crazy happens. So I definitely say boundaries.
I feel like I'm getting there. I feel like I have no patience anymore.
Really? For BS?
Yeah. Like I'm really short.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. I'm out.
Yeah.
Like that fast.
Yeah.
And it'd be I swear to God, it'd be the smallest things to the point that you start to think like, oh, is she a bitch? But it's like, I feel like you have to be like that. Because as soon as you give people an inch,
they take a mile.
They take more than a mile.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we finna run track on your ass.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I can't take it.
Yeah.
That's good. I feel like my kids have taught me, you can't risk it. Like, you can't go to jail today. So.
Oh my God. You can't go to jail today.
No, you can't.
No, girl, you can't go to jail today.
Because they'll come get them. And so, like, they keep me, like, really calm. Yeah.
I'm not laughing as hard as I should, but that is the funniest shit I've heard all year in real life.
Yeah, they just ground me. Love that. Do you feel like motherhood is healing your childhood self?
Yes. Yes, I do. That's a really great question. But I do. It's so many things I learned through the boys about how I didn't know how to communicate, how short my patience was, how I didn't. My major thing was like not knowing how to say what it is I needed to say. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So whether it was speaking in a relationship or speaking to my kids, like, and because they're boys, I wanted to be able to have them get this really clear communication from a woman. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Important.
Like, that really meant a lot to me. So when I'm speaking to them, it's not like, Mom, can I have such and such? And granted, I could just say no. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's like, not this time, and I might say why. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? When we were little,
it was just no, and don't ask me nothing else.
Or it was just a look. You know what I mean? It was just like, don't you ask me shit else again. But I feel like, you know, whether they're upset or like my oldest came home the other day and he had a really rough day at school. And at first he didn't want to talk about it. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm here. And so he comes back later. Sure enough, it was the roughest day at school. I found out from the teacher. And so I waited for him to ask me about it. I was like baiting, you know what I mean, the whole afternoon. Mm-hmm. But by the time nighttime came and it's like that really, you know, that sweet quality, like before bed routine, everything just started pouring out. And I said, I want him to be the kind of man who knows exactly how to communicate, exactly what emotions he's feeling, why. And his teacher told me the same thing. Mm-hmm. So when we had the whole, like, you know, back and forth with the teacher, she says the most amazing thing that he does, she says, is in the middle of working with another student on something, he'll say, I'm really frustrated about this, and it's because this person is doing this, and I haven't understood this yet, but I do want to understand it. Can you please help me? I'm telling you my emotion. Saying that I don't know how to do it yet, which is humility. I'm like, okay, we're doing something right. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's all I want, is to create a human that knows their voice, knows it's important, knows it's necessary, and uses it the right way.
I love that you're paying attention to that. I also feel like a lot of boy moms more focus on just like pleasing their sons and just making sure like they have what they need and they have what they want, but they're not really making sure that they're working on like the core. It's more about like, oh, I'm gonna treat my son like a king, but it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're not working on the mental, the emotional intelligence, the
and
communication,
independence.
the independence.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
It's a big
There's a
thing.
lot of grown men who don't know how to cook and clean.
Yes. Themselves.
For themselves. Yeah.
Yes.
Like they're not out seeking love. They're seeking maids.
Yes. And a cook.
Yeah, and a cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything else. So I'm so pleased to hear that from you. I feel like I know a lot of moms that just completely neglect all of that.
Well, you know what? I'm learning as I go. I don't get this right. Like being super transparent. Like if I see something budding, I'm going, you should go clean up that mess and make it. You know what I mean? Like he left his room a mess and he really wanted to go out trick-or-treating. And I really wanted him to go.
Not that I really wanted that for him, but
he didn't go because you didn't fulfill your chores.
It's important.
It's so simple. And I'm learning as a parent, the most simple thing is consequences.
Yes.
Like you don't do this, you can't do this.
You
know
don't
what I mean?
have to
It's
do
so
too
simple.
much discipline, and you can just take stuff.
Unless it's that mouth. Like it's the tongue for me. Like I need you to, I don't mind you having an opinion. Just have it respectfully. Because that's the tough part. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and my Titan, he's a Scorpio. So he bite back. Like,
especially them boys, like they get to feeling themselves.
oh,
like,
he's 10.
And especially like, is he your height or?
He's getting there.
Yeah, when they get up on that, they get to.
Oh, he feeling himself.
Yeah, then you got to pull out the daddy.
Yes.
You know what?
You should go get him. Yes.
Yeah, go get him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do. I can't do that. That is something else. You've already gone through.
That's
don't
your
get him because I don't know how I'm going to
expertise.
respond. This is going to trigger for me. It's definitely like a thing.
That's so funny. I don't even know what I'm going to do because my boys are like boys. Like, I don't even know where they get all this testosterone from. It's hilarious. They talk like this. I'm serious. They're one.
Are you serious?
They be like, A, B, C, D, D. Like, I'd be like, hey. They'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, okay. And like, I wish I could show this picture. I have to do it. Because he's one. I come in the house and he's leaned up against the couch. I'm not playing. Like hands in his pants like this watching TV.
No.
I said, do you pay bills?
Oh.
Why do you act like this? So I say all that to say, I can tell right now they're going to think I'm a joke.
No.
They're not going to listen to me.
Not if you, no, not, I mean, it's really about them boundaries though. It's like my little one is probably the toughest because he's 3 and just his face is just
so cute.
It's so cute. It's like his dad's and it's smaller and I just want to kiss him all day. He's just so delicious.
Not that it's smaller.
It's just so small, but his head is so big. It's so cute. I was really, no. So Noah gets away with a lot.
Because he's so stinking cute.
Because he's so stinking cute. So when was that? I think it was like 2 weeks ago. He did or said something. And I said, you have to go to the corner. And he said, no. Like it was like a real.
Like, girl, please.
You've never said that. We don't do that. Be quiet.
Stop playing.
Yes. And so I said, no, Noah, go to the corner now. And he saw how serious my face was. And he just like passed out like right where he was. I was like, dragged. So cute,
like a cry.
Yeah, like you gotta go. This is where this is. And so he did it, but cried the whole 3 minutes he was in there.
No.
Came out and said he didn't want to talk to me. I said, that's understandable. I said, I know you're disappointed because I put you in the corner, but just think about what you did. He comes out, and that evening, before bedtime, I'm sorry, Mommy.
Oh.
I said, it's all good. I was like, but I love you. Like, you love me too. He said, yeah. He just, it's like,
Oh my God, no, not yeah. I guess
like, yeah, but I just think it's about just the boundaries. You said boundaries of boys, because the fact that your baby was sitting there at 1 year old with his hand in his pants looking at TV,
like he pays bills. It was hilarious.
it's just the start of it.
He looked like he just got off work. I was like, bro. But yeah, I have to work on my faces too, because like I try to be serious,
and then they do something funny.
I'm like, how am I supposed to do this?
It's hard.
They're hilarious.
Yes, they are.
And I am like, I swear to God, I'm being serious. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not joking. They're like, yeah, bitch, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, then I'm laughing. They're laughing. I'm like, then I have to just like pull myself together.
Right.
Like, no, I'm serious. Like, I'm super serious. They're like, girl, please.
They know us very well.
I'm gonna have to start bringing in like the uncles I see and the brothers, because I see it's just playtime with mommy.
Yes.
Yeah. The girl too. She's
rough because she's got 2 boys.
Yeah. No, my baby's a tomboy for sure.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I was a tomboy as a kid.
Me too. She's in all the sports and the gymnastics and all the stuff, like all the sports.
Do your boys have a reserve of energy when they come home?
It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Down to the bedtime.
Yep. Yeah.
The only time they're ready to go to bed, they'll tell you. They'll be like, "Mommy, night night." I'll be like, "All right, bro."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. They got a good communication system. They just think I'm a joke. So with you being so busy, because you're busy, you doing it all. I was checking your gram, she in the movies and everything.
Thank
How you keep your relationship fresh and hot and new?
Whew, it's a job. It's sometimes a job just to like think about it. Like, but I will say like, we have a good time. We have a good time when it's just like, we don't think about it. I think like when I'm like, we need to do this every week and we need to do da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, probably like comparing like stuff I might hear or see things on Instagram. And he's like, please don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. And
just
I'm
let
like,
it flow.
Yeah,
naturally.
let's just we have a good time naturally. It's just like we went to Broadway last week to go see Michelle in Death Becomes Her, which she's amazing. And
New York?
Yeah, in New York, my bad. And he met me there. And we went and we watched it. And during the day we went like and did a little bit of shopping. We hadn't done that in forever.
Really?
Like just he and I. And I laughed so much. And I was like, this nigga is my best freaking friend. Like I have so much fun with him. We just like flirt. So I just like to keep the flirting up with him.
Lots of flirting. I love when I ask people that and they start talking about their partner and they just get to looking off into the sun and smiling and glistening. I love that. I love that. So Arthur, Whoa Baby, a guide for new moms. Tell me about it.
I released that like almost a year after Titan was born. I learned so much about like what happens to your body and how you change so much, and I just felt like I didn't have any information. You know what I mean? So whether it was just feeling cute or feeling like myself, I mean, granted, I'm really appreciative of my body for going through what it went through. I was like, girl, this does not look like
how it did.
You know what I mean?
Saying.
So that was kind of really messing with me, if I'm like really being honest. And some people might be like, oh, well, that's so vain. Well, honey, that was I.
It's the truth.
And you would be lying to yourself if you said that you didn't. Because
I get a boob job every time I have a baby.
Word?
I mean, so I was just wanted to tell you you're not actually vain.
Okay.
I am.
Well, I've had these knocked up since, but it's just I felt like a book like that was necessary, and so that's why I did it.
I love that. I want to go and read that. I feel like I was definitely winging it as well.
Yeah,
no one told me shit.
Right.
You're just like, all right, well, it's here and I'm here and we're here. What do we do now?
But it's the whole idea of like after you have the baby, like everybody goes to the baby and the mom is still...
Yeah, it's like, who am I?
So that's what happens.
Do y'all care about me anymore?
Yes. Yes, the baby's here. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out.
People walk in, they don't say hi to you anymore. Just, where's the baby?
Where's the baby? It's true.
Yeah, I love that. Is it long? Is it short?
It's short.
Okay, cute.
Yeah, chapters are short.
Cute and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I see like you're really into helping women with birth. Birth fund, I saw. Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
How did you start getting into that?
Well, Elaine Waltroth is a friend of mine. And she started telling me about the Black mortality rate. And I just got really scared. Just with numbers, with the lack of information, with how it was just kind of like going, you know, under the radar so much. Mm-hmm. And so many stories were being shared, but it was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she told me this wonderful idea about Birth Fund, an organization she was starting. And I told her whatever it was that I needed to do to talk about it or post about it or whatever. She's like, no, we need you on the board. Mm-hmm. Very proud of how far she's come with it. It's been so many people that want to be a part of it. Yeah, I'm really proud of her. I'm really proud to be a part of such a powerful organization. We actually help give funds to women who actually go through the whole birthing process. So we give them,
I don't know if the motto is like, but everybody deserves to have a good birth.
Pregnancy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought that was amazing because I've had all my children at home.
Yes.
Because I'm scared as hell to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
The mortality rate is ridiculous.
It is.
I don't know if women really know about it.
Yeah.
We don't have to do a whole thing right now.
But we should definitely talk about it.
It's crazy.
And it's good that you're talking about it too and using this platform to talk about it because I think that, like I said, it usually goes under the radar. Nobody wants to talk about it. And now we have to be really intentional about making sure we protect our women, our Black women in particular, because we lead the numbers. So, yeah.
So to me, natural birth is like the best. I feel like a lot of people try to say like, oh, well, Summer, everybody can't afford that. But I don't think that they know it's actually more expensive at the hospital.
It is way more expensive at the hospital.
It's way cheaper at the house.
Yeah.
It's not as unsafe as people think.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for centuries, my love.
Yes.
In the woods at that.
Yeah.
It's really good to do it at the house as well because you don't have, I feel, like everybody prying and pricking at you. You can leave your placenta on at home. They snatch it at the hospital so that your baby can get the full amount of nutrients that your child's supposed to get. I feel like I would actually lose my mind if someone took my child out of the room. So, you know, the baby comes out right on the chest, that good
skin to skin,
that contact, that mother bonding that you are supposed to have. The baby only knows you. So to be in a different room is crazy.
Yeah.
Especially at the hospital, they be switching. People's kids go missing at the hospital. People be switching babies by accident. All types of crazy shit be happening.
Yeah.
If I'm going to
No.
too much.
By the way, I like the perspective that actually exists here because your comfort is in your home. Mine was in the hospital. You know what I mean? And I remember a friend of mine literally telling me the same thing. I said, I just want to be in the hospital just in case. And so she was like, no problem. So literally everything that you addressed, I said, the baby's to be right here. The hospital said, no problem. I said, the doctors can come in here. They said, no problem. Any tests that need to be taken, his father will be right with him. He said, it's no problem. So I like that there's two different perspectives that people actually get to listen to. You know what I mean? And make a decision on their own.
Thank God you are who you are. So I feel like they listened to you.
Yeah.
But there's so many women who ask for that.
Yes.
They be like, girl, fuck you.
They definitely don't listen all the time, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I do love about Birth Fund is because we supply the funds for the women to have a doula to advocate for them, even when they don't know what questions to ask. You know, you're in pain. Well, if I ask or tell someone I'm in pain, then what do I look like? Am I supposed to be in pain? No, I'm not supposed to be in pain. It's the most vulnerable time. You know what I mean? When you're having a child. So to have a doula there to help you, and you can literally just.
I love that. That's fire.
I love birth planning.
Being a doula is in itself. It's like it's so much. What am I trying to say? Information. That like I feel like a lot of moms don't even have a clue about. So it's kind of like having a baby lawyer.
Yeah, it is. It is a baby lawyer. That's a great way of saying it.
I feel like in the hospital they prompt you to kind of have your baby, the position, like to lay back and put your legs up. I don't really know why. All of my children have slid out fast as fuck. If you just, this is a really good
Mine
tip.
too.
If you just get in a frog position, I don't know if they let you do that there, and you sit like in a squat, gravity, babe, it's just gonna fly out.
It's true. Like literally, I had 4 pushes in both my boys.
Oh, I love that. Were you on your back or you were?
I was actually like a little bit of both because
Like kind of sitting up?
Yeah, because Tim was like, I'm right here. And so he just supported my back.
I love that.
And it was a beautiful birth.
I'm also scared of those C-sections. I feel like they kind of push them on people when it's not always necessary to like kind of hurry up and get the next person in. And I don't really like that feel of like, They kind of make it seem like there's a specific amount of time that you have.
Yeah.
And it's like,
but it's a specific amount of time they have. Sometimes it's really about them.
They'll come out when it's time.
Yeah.
So I just had to get that out. I'm sorry.
Of course.
You got me started.
Are you training to be a doula?
No, why?
Oh, because you're super like your feeling on it is very like maternal and nurturing.
You know, I would, so Erykah Badu is my doula. I see it as a flex because that's fire.
Yes, it is fire.
It's a flex. But I could never. I love babies. I love having babies. I love all the stuff that goes into it. But I can't see blood. I can't see, I don't even look.
Really?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I'll pass out.
Okay, well.
So I don't know how I would help anybody else. But maybe I could like set up the scene.
Yeah.
And then dip.
Okay. So you're a scene setter for the baby. Okay.
I love to set up the scene. Like I had the lights real low. I had SpongeBob going.
SpongeBob? SpongeBob?
Yeah, we were all in a bed. Like we were all in a bed.
Okay.
And they're just like rubbing my back and SpongeBob was going. Like I had the candles and like did you set anything up for yourself that made you feel like
I did.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I had these faux candles because they didn't allow real candles in there. So I had faux candles. It was definitely a scent. I wanted like lavender smell on my bed, so I was calm. There were these really pretty, my doula, Lori Breckman, she had like these really beautiful, colorful shears like on the windows.
Nice.
So the lights will pop in. And we took walks around the perimeter of the hospital. And I was just calm, and I had R&B playing.
Period. What song?
Joe. I had Joe.
Joe?
Yeah, I had Joe playing. I had, let me see, All That I Am. I remember All That I Am playing. And then when Tim first held Noah, I have the video of it. I can't think of what song that is, but I'll show it to you. It's so cute because he's dancing with him. Oh, no, it was... oh man, I have to show you the video because now I'm just having a brain fart. I have to show it to you.
That's so cute though. You had the vibe.
Yeah,
the
I'm such
dancing.
a sensory person.
Yeah,
like everything, it has to smell right, has to sound right. The room ain't right. I'm like, we'll try this again another day.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
If it ain't right, it ain't right.
If it's not right, it's not right.
I love that. Okay. Last thing.
Yes.
I didn't know how to say it because I don't want to get, they can just cut it out, whatever. Because I'm not trying to sound racist, but shit, we're here, we're going to talk about it. It is what it is.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's like way back when, like still in segregation days where they felt like Black people in general couldn't feel pain well, I just feel like we have to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people act like slavery and like all the racism is gone, but there's still microaggressions
Absolutely.
that linger.
Absolutely.
And that's where a lot of it comes from when Black women ask like, oh, I need some pain medication. Oh, I need this. And they'll be like, oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
And literally they come back and they're dead.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I have to say that.
No,
and
it's
so
true.
That's why all I'll say is I'm not against hospital births. It's just when you go, bring your baby lawyer.
Yes.
If you can.
Yes.
Shout out to Birth Fund.
Yes.
And just really do your research on what it is that you may need and just like make sure you have someone there to advocate for what you need.
Absolutely. And ask every question.
Every question.
There's no such thing as a dumb question, as a stupid question. Have them, if they try to look at you crazy, look at them crazy back.
Yeah.
And say, and I'm waiting for my answer. Mm-hmm. Period. Because they'll try to play your question or whatever small, and their only job is to serve you in that moment and respect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're here to help you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad we had that conversation.
Me too.
I feel like we did something.
Yes. Shout out to Elaine too for Birth Fund.
Yeah, I wanna go on over there and see what they doing.
Absolutely.
So we all know. I mean, like you and everything. So we was gonna just focus on you, but now that we done talked for a minute, girl, you was in Destiny Child. I love Destiny Child.
Thank you.
Woo. I play all the songs to this day. I'm such a big fan of that group.
Thank you.
But now you are a solo artist. Mm-hmm. How did you transition to a solo artist?
I mean, shoot, it's been umpteenth years now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's so funny because I remember there was one time where I would just be frustrated, you know, with people when they just kept bringing up Destiny's Child. Mm-hmm. And I'm proud of DC. I'm proud of the movement that we made. I'm proud that we gave so many young girls voices. I'm proud that I can still go back overseas and have fans from 20-something years ago. I'm proud that we laid the foundation and everyone still talks about the music. I'm proud that it's a part of my legacy. But I'm also very proud of my solo career. You know what I mean? And still having fun with that. And still having the most beautiful relationship with my sisters, Michelle and B. And so, yeah.
You have two audiences.
Yes.
Fire.
Yes. Yeah. It's a blessing. True.
It is. How was navigating fame young? It sucked.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, because
how old were you like when you first started? Yeah,
that first album we were 15 and 16.
Oh, you were really young.
Yeah,
yeah.
And when things like really started to pop, like it was like that 18, 19, 20 mark, and to go through that time under a microscope, really, and everybody has an opinion. Not like today, though.
No, it's ridiculous. You can't do anything.
It was tough then, but like the kind of stuff that like I see new artists go through at 18, 19, 20 years old now, it's just insane.
And then you got that damn phone in your face all the time. Like back then, at least you could get away with stuff.
Well, no, not really. No, because I mean, everybody was, I mean, like, you know, you were still like here, like, oh man, the kind of stuff that like new artists like get to say now, like not, you know, stuff that gets you canceled, but the stuff that's definitely like on the skirt to get you canceled.
You felt like back then you had to be very like
on. You were on all the time.
And
now, yeah, you're
always
on.
Say what's right.
On. You were on. If you were off, you were on. You know what I mean? Like now, y'all are like, I am nobody's role model.
Right.
Like the new kids don't care. Like we were so nervous about, you know, having babies too early or getting married or whatever it might be. Everybody, like, it's just the rules have changed so much.
Completely.
And it's just, it's so different. But I mean, I still appreciate when I started, because now I have a different amount of respect for you and other new artists.
We're going to go back to you, but honestly, bring back Shame, though.
You said bring back what?
No, bring back Shame. Seriously, it's
Why bring back
because
Shame?
It's too much. I'm not gonna say too. It's just getting too much.
Out of hand.
I just feel like I loved back then when it's like, ooh, let me not do that, cuz. Let me not say that, cuz. And then even like the community, like you knew if you go outside, you gotta watch what you do because your next door neighbor is probably gonna tell on you, or your auntie's gonna call your grandma. Like,
yeah.
Now, you can go out right in the street as a kid, do some nut shit, and then your next door neighbor gonna say, "Girl, that ain't my child." That's why it's just wild. It's just wild, wild west. But anyway, carry on, because I just
you're right. It is the
bring
wild,
back
wild
Shame.
West. She said, "Bring back Shame." Y'all heard it right here. We want y'all to be responsible.
I do, including myself. Like shit. Like sometimes I just be like, "Girl," and that's why I'm glad I have I feel like I have a really good like support system now. I feel like I didn't have that, and now they're like they've willed me back in. They're like, "Oh yeah, you was just nuts. Like get it together." And you need that.
You do.
You do need that. People act like you can't tell nobody nothing, can't say nothing to nobody. Sometimes something needs to be said.
Yeah.
But back to you.
She's funny.
Oh, thanks.
Super funny. Okay, sorry.
What is something that you are finally over?
Finally over?
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can smell it now. With people, with anything.
I can smell it is nuts.
I can just smell it a mile away. I'm just over it.
Like the fake stuff.
Fake shit, yeah.
Oh, so you probably don't like LA.
No, I stay to myself.
Okay.
Like, I literally invite people to, when I get real cool with people or real close, I'm like, no, come to the house and we'll chill over there. Or if it's...
She said, we're not going outside, though.
We're not going outside. Unless it's an outside space that I can, protect or kind of have some sort of, can we get this place blocked off kind of situation.
As you should be.
I love great conversation. I like having fun.
Where? At your house?
At a party.
A house party?
Yes.
I love house parties. They're my favorite. No, seriously, oh my God. We gotta go. But if I could tell you the type of house parties I be having, and I do a good, clean fun. I be making people, I demand you get drunk and we do karaoke. We be arguing over Uno and we're just going all night.
This is fun.
I love a house party.
This is fun.
What is a song that you can't get over right now?
Okay, don't laugh at me.
I wouldn't.
If you look at my last playlist, the last song I listened to is Heart of a Woman.
You serious?
I swear to you. It's literally on repeat. It's been on repeat since.
Y'all heard it from Kelly, y'all. Miss Kelly, y'all.
But me and my makeup artist, Leah, we ran Still Not Over It. We ran that back crazy.
Really?
And I'm really excited. This is just the start of the new project. I'm excited.
Oh, I love that.
So
yes.
I wanted to actually thank you because I feel like you have this real respect and admiration for R&B.
I do.
I know.
I do.
And you can feel it when you're listening to it by the way you put things together, how many times you stack them, like the way certain things come in, like with you're very intentional with the work. And you preserve R&B. So
I'm gonna cry.
You say what you feel. It's very authentic and honest. And I think you're a sensational artist.
Well, we can pack it up. She's spoken. I really appreciate that. You know, I am an R&B girl. That's why I love your solo music. And I also love Destiny Child so much because, especially like motivation. I love, girl, that BET performance.
Oh, God.
I remember that. Anyway, it's just we really don't, I feel like we really don't have the R&B that I used to listen to.
Let's make it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're doing that.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like you're doing that. You're like literally intentional about that.
Well, this album ain't done yet, girl.
Well, I can't wait to hear it.
If you want to come on down to the
I sure would.
studio.
Come on, I'm ready, girl.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'll never forget this.
Ditto.
And I appreciate your time.
Me too.
So, peace out.
It's
Over Radio.